Hi everybody, my name is Victor and today I'm going to be showing you how to verify your users' phone numbers from your React application easily and really quickly. So this video shouldn't take more than 5 to 10 minutes to complete and it's pretty beginner friendly. So for starters, I've already made a registration form. This is just pretty simple HTML, CSS stuff. And the first input is for user to input their phone number with an international prefix, as this says, and some random password for this example. So let me show you the code quickly. So yeah, this is the first div that hosts the register button plus the inputs for phone number and password. On-click function for this button invokes the send code function, which is currently unoccupied, and it's going to be implemented shortly. And the second div is for the verify code function, and we'll also implement that shortly. This little code sent variable is just so that when we send the code to our user, when they receive it, we can set to true and actually switch the screens so we don't have to use any routers in this example. So this is just some simple styling. I mean, all the code will be available on GitHub, and the link will be in the description. And of course, feel free to use this as your starter. For the backend, we'll be using Node plus Express, some pretty simple stuff. Two unimplemented methods currently, exported routers for verify code and send code, each corresponding to their functions. As you can see, we're exporting the router into server.js. It's running on port 5005. We're using CORS. This origin star is just for testing purposes, of course, because it would be a security hazard to actually use this in a real production application. So we'll also use app.use express.json just so we can parse JSON bodies. So, okay, let's begin. But first things first, we have to install some packages. So navigate to your server terminal. I'll do it again, like this, and just run first npm I course. Okay. By the way, I already have all of these modules installed, but I'm doing it again for the purpose of the video. And the last one we'll need is probably the most important. It's actually the package we'll be using to send the messages. It's textflow.js, and it's pretty simple to use, and it has snippets and libraries for almost every programming language. And you get a couple of free messages. So yeah, that's why I chose it for this tutorial. So now that we've got that covered, let's just quickly navigate to their page. Yeah, it's here. This is the command we used, since this is a Node library, and like the same goes for React or any other JavaScript framework. This is what we'll need for first. Yeah, let's just put it here. Okay, now we've required textflow.js. This will do in just a minute. So the next method will need this one. It's OTP verification. And this is just an example using this. The user has sent his phone number for verification. That's what this does. When the user sends their phone number by clicking register, this function should be invoked on our backend to send a verification code to this number with verification options, which I'll also explain in just a moment. So we'll need this, and let's just put it in the result. Okay, and now for verification options. Verification options is an object that actually um, tells the TextFlow service, number one, what is your service name? That's the name that's actually going to be displayed to your users in their messages. Let's call it my super cool app. And seconds is the number of seconds the token will be valid for. Let's use 600, for example. By the way, this isn't a necessary option. You could just as well send a request without this. Okay, one little thing, we forgot to actually get the stuff from the body. So we're sending phone number and we're sending password and it's in request.body. Okay, so I just my super cool app, yeah, that's better. So let's just check their documentation for this, but I think this is correct. Service name, yeah, and seconds. Great. Okay, so this is pretty much done. So now let's actually if result dot okay turn result dot data. Okay, let's actually I think we can do this a bit better. Solid status dot JSON result dot message. Okay, we don't even need this actually, since the result already has all the characteristics we need. So yeah, this shall suffice. And this, of course, we don't want to send message to a generic phone number. Yeah, this seems alright. And now just one little last step is to actually make an account and get our own API key. This should be like pretty quick. Just sign in with Google or whatever is best for you. And now let's go to the API and copy our key. Of course, do not share this key with anyone since it's linked to your account and your payment process. Okay, now we've got it. Let's just check again. Verify code, send code, okay. This seems alright. Result status. Okay, now we should actually just put this here. I'll just copy a snippet. Like this is a pretty simple function. It's just a fetch post request with a body. You'll see in just a moment. Yeah. So just to make this a bit cleaner, let's just use server IP. Yeah. So method is post. We got some headers, accept content type application slash JSON, and in the body we're putting the phone number and the password. I mean, you could also put phone number just like this, but for the purpose of this video, since I don't know how many beginners we have, let's just put it like this, so it's simple. And now, if response is okay, we just alert verification code sent successfully. Let's just put a little else alert. Oh no, we have an error. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just check whether it works. Okay, our frontend is already running. I'll use this receive SMS online just to get a message. It's easier to show from the browser. It's plus 1 2 blah 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 1 2 3 4 5 for the password. Let's click register. Okay, okay, verification code sent successfully. Great. Let's go here, update messages. We just gotta wait a moment, I guess. Here it is. Your verification code for my super cool app is 351926. I just paste it here, and now before we actually click the button, we have to implement the methods. So for the verify code function, we'll take a look again at the text flow code snippets, and yes, it seems this is the one we actually need. So we're just gonna wait textflow.verify code, and again we'll need something similar to this. Just wait a moment. Yeah, instead of password we need the code, and again just passing actual user's phone number, and instead of this user entered code string, let's just pass the real code. Okay, now let's see. If result.valid is true, then the number is verified. Okay, great. So let's just use if result.valid is return as the state is 200.json result.message. Great. And now only thing left is just handle this little thing. If it's not valid, result.status.json result.message. Okay, great. This seems all right. Just go through it. Phone number, code, result verify code if result valid. Great, this seems okay. This corresponds to this endpoint slash API slash verify code, and this is the verify code. Each call has a prefix API because of this line, because we said slash API, which is like the best practice for implementing this sort of stuff. So now the only thing actually left is to implement something similar to this here. So it's not send code, it's verify code now. It's also post again, blah, blah, blah. And instead of password, we're passing in the code. Code, yeah. So we won't be needing this now. Verification code sent successfully. Number verified. Number verified successfully. Else let's keep the same alert. Oh no, we have an error. Okay, great. So now this is, we just need one more server restart, and that should be it. Node server.js, server listening. Okay guys, let's see if we've got the end result right. Number verified successfully. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. And yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.